Good morning. How are you today? Well, it's 80 plus degrees and the warmth on my back feels terrific. The only thing missing is a seashore. And I don't like hanging out in the sand. I like to swim. And I'm walking down a road that soon will be populated with cicadas. And I enjoy it because imagine the almost mystical element of nature that they go away for 17 years underground. They come up, they sing to each other, maybe not the songs you and I would sing, and they mate, and then they go back for 17 years. Not all cicadas, we have yearly cicadas. So parents, do not shield your children from this natural wonderment. This is something they really should enjoy. And my wife, the last time, there's a whole cloud of cicadas flying by, and she put her arm up into it and then brought it down covered with the cicadas. In Taylorstown, the last time we had cicadas, they were making pies out of them. I'm still not up to eating chocolate fried grasshoppers, but and I'm not going to be eating a cicada pie, but I think you should follow it. It's pretty interesting. Now, in the category of things people should be worried about, we have the naysayers, the antivaxxers. They're going to get their flu shot, but they're not going to get the vaccine, maybe. Who are these people? And I was thinking about herd immunity and this wonderful walk, and I was thinking, I suppose if they get the virus because they haven't taken the vaccine and they're not being careful and they're not wearing masks, they will develop antibodies. And if the virus doesn't kill them, they will contribute to the herd immunity. That's not exactly the way we figure it should happen, but it is the way it would happen. And then furthering the category of the deplorables and stupid and dumb actions and inane questions, there is the Facebook question, which is, are we going to allow Trump to have a platform when he was kicked off Facebook because he was basically lying about the election and encouraging, fomenting violence against our democratic form of government to install him for the election that he did lose, that he said he did not. As recently as yesterday, he told the big lie, and he seems to be comfortable coddling white supremacists and autocrats who would take over the government to put him in defiance of the democratic outcome. So why would it take a moment for Facebook to say, no, that's not going to happen. We're not going to allow that to happen. I guess several days ago, since there's been talk about what exactly is Biden's bill about infrastructure, what does it contain? And so I went to the White House website, and they have a summary of the bill there. And the summary is 84 pages long. And, you could read the headlines, you could read the whole thing. But it's a very persuasive document. And I suppose when I find the time, I'll read the 1,000 pages of the bill, just because I'm curious about how the debate will go on the Hill. But here's the thing. When I posted it, that is the access to the White House summary of the bill, a number of people said they didn't need to read it. They trusted Biden. Now, when I've worked on the Hill, on the Senate and the House side, what happens when a bill comes up is a lot of members do not read the most complicated and lengthy bills. I know, big surprise. But what they do is they rely on people who are credible and reliable and have the knowledge of the subject matter of the bills that they ushered through their committee or that they sponsored. And so a lot of what happens when it does happen is as a result of the trust of the competent people advancing the bill. And so the public has this feeling about Biden that I'm certain most of the public did not have, of he whose name we'd rather not say. So I think that's a significant change. There are these little and large things that are happening with Biden that we should take heart from, that he is trusted as a leader, and in part, I think, revealing the challenges he's having and the problems and how he's working them through are binding the country together in a way that some Republican leaders don't get. And I think that, although Cheney's policies are not mine, I think more people are going to respect over time those who say this is not the way we do government, even when we disagree about the policy objectives. So we have Liz Cheney, we have Mitt Romney, and we have others, and they are the core of a cooperative government. I don't mean necessarily an agreeable one, not agreeable in the sense that anybody defers to another, but the paralysis of government, which is the mark of those who tell the big lie and those who spread disinformation. There are those battling it. And so I said, there was a split. And somebody said it's not 50-50. I agree, it's not 50-50. Unfortunately, it's still a minority in the Republican Party that are resisting. But I think with time, that will help improve our ability to govern. And we won't agree on everything, and there will be legitimate compromises. But right now, the Republican story is to hold their breath. And I did work on the Hill now many years ago on the Senate side when Republicans and Democrats could find things to get along about. And when I was on the House side in the 90s, I saw the same thing. But doesn't exist now. The strategy is a political one, which is to appear, this is for the Republicans, to appear to cooperate, but not to cooperate at all, and then to blame the Democrats for failing to govern while the Republicans withheld the ability to do so. And that's why I support and trust Biden when he's trying to use the reconciliation bill technique to get around the need for eliminating the 60-vote rule to do business on the Hill. And, I just can't support Manchin resisting that. It does appear that he's using his moment to maximize his effect, and in a bad way, for advancing not just what Biden wants, but what the country needs. So that's my pitch for today. Hope you're well. I'll be out here tomorrow. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.